just before we get into action. Again, we're about 2 minutes out, so let's talk with the coach.
Damrow along with Coach John Spezia of the Jaguars. Coach, big games. What big games led to today's contest?
Well, you know, last half of the season, we beat Vincennes at Vincennes. And really the first time the school's ever beaten Vincennes by 13 at their place, and they were ranked 6th in the country. And I think that was probably a key game that started us off. We were 10-3 one time. We lost some games. Both ball games. We come back against a really good basketball team like Vincennes, beat them at their place. And then obviously the win against Njcaa was a big win. You know, they were #1 in the country and won 29 in a row, and we beat them by 20 at our place. Those had, you know, those were pretty much started us on the way. And along with we beat Burlington, I call them the big three, Burlington, Vincennes, Njcaa, started us on the game. Felt we had confidence to beat about anybody.
What about a scouting report on the team from St. Louis, Missouri? Now, how do you get a scouting report?
Well, I tell you, since I've been in this business, you know, at least in Danville over 9 years, and I was at Valparaiso University for 3 years, high school coach in Illinois and Indiana. You know, you got a lot of contacts, a lot of people that I either meet in camps or I've met along the way that I've coached against.
Now, Ron, well, we're going to have the starting lineup here in just a moment.
Okay, looking at the first game that was played prior to this is the second game in the tournament. Bonzi was defeated by Morris, 75-72. The second game, of course, St. Louis and Danville. Following this immediately will be Mattituck and Brookhaven, and then Prince George against Lansing Community College, which is probably the favorite. They're on a 20-game winning streak right now.
That's right.
They've had great success, great program. That goes at 8 o'clock tonight. So those are your 8 teams, and we'll talk a little more about them and exactly where they're from in different parts of the country, Kurt, as we go on with this ball game this afternoon.
You know, they were talking about Lansing. A lot of the coaches, players, and the folks here in the stands were talking about, along with the sportscasters, the ability. The Lansing team is really one heck of a team. Like you said, they're on a 20-game high right now. They're on a roll. But what the general consensus was, it looks like it's going to be Danville and Lansing. I mean, if you're going to make some guesses, Danville has just been a hot team right now. The Jaguars are ready to go. We're just moments away from introducing our starting lineup and our national anthem. This is Kurt Damrow along with Ron Nurenberger on WDAN Sports 1490 AM, your news and information station. Today's game is brought to you by Voorhees Lumber Mart. We're going to take a break for about a minute, and we'll be right back after these. You got it. Oh, okay. You got it.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Pioneer Gymnasium for this first round contest of the 1991 NCAA Division II National
Welcome back to the action, and you can hear we're starting to introduce our players, our starting lineup for both teams. Danville Area Community College, the Jaguars. And I want to say a special thank you. Their host has been Carl Hartman, superintendent of Bangor School System in Bay City, Michigan, which is just 15 minutes away from Delta College, where today's games are going. Coach John Spezia, assistant coach Nathan Howie, the Jaguars in the green and gold. It might be a little tough today, Ron, because both teams are in the green and gold.
Yes, they are in the team.
At a forward position, number 32, Eric Lytle.
It's interesting to look at the record for these teams.
At the other forward, number 40, Dave Montanan.
19 and 14.
And at center, number 44, Scott Benson.
Division III, they played
The Warriors are coached by Randy Albrecht, assisted by Phil Gozer and Steve Lucas.
how strong they are.
And now your starting lineup for Danville Area Community College out of Danville, Illinois. At a guard, number 22, Kevin Carlton.
And we're announcing the starting lineup. We've also got a guest up here, Doug Burnham. Doug, you're from Danville, also a member of the team. Doug, could you help us with the starting lineup today for Danville?
At the other forward, number 34,
Ron Nurnberger for WDAN as we bring you the National Basketball Tourney Division II game here at Delta College. If you don't know where Delta College is, I'm trying to think the best way to give a description. I-75 straight up through Ohio, straight up into Michigan, right around the thumb area, if you know how Michigan's shaped up like a mitten.
Well, certainly right between the Tri-Cities of Midland, Bay City, and Saginaw, of course, in the Saginaw Valley Bay. And big basketball area here. Some of the top players, high school players who gone on to college come from the Saginaw Valley. This is one of the hotbeds of national high school basketball, and therefore much interest in junior college basketball in this area, led by the Delta team in this area.
We're ready to start action off here. It's about up in the northern area, 15 minutes, 16 minutes after the hour of 3 o'clock as we get ready to get things underway. Danville Area Community College, the Jaguars taking on the Warriors of St. Louis Community College. Jump ball goes up, taken by Danville. 22 across the line. Here we go. Into action. Kevin Carlton, now 32, top of the key, working it around. We're going to take a little bit of time as we get all the names and everyone figured out. Kevin Johnson, the point guard. Now out front to number 30. I'm going to find out who number 30 is. I'm going to go with Doug here. Doug, can you help me out with that? Okay. We've got some changes in numbers, don't we? All right, here we go. St. Louis Community College across the line. Shot put up, did not fall for Danville. Now here we go, working around the perimeter. Number 12 on the right side. Sharon Rives, top of the key, nothing there. 42, passing around, working that perimeter. Slowly, St. Louis College working the half circle, driving to the hoop. Number 40, David Montanen, sophomore shot put up.
Basket by Dave Montanen.
And the shot falls. The sophomore, 6'3", 180 pounds from St. Louis, Missouri, falls for the mighty Warriors.
Both teams are a good, strong half-court man-to-man. It's played in the National Junior College. We won't see a lot of zone. And St. Louis seems to be a real ball control team, wanting to pass the ball several times before they initiate a shot.
And the ball knocked out of bounds by the Jaguars, working it around. Number 44, working on the left side. Nothing there, does not go. And I'm going to have to work a little bit with Doug on these numbers because we've got completely different numbers.
Jock Burns is number 44.
Sharon Rives now pass off on the right side, top of the key, number 42. We still don't have a number on him. I'm going to guess maybe it's Scott Benson. 12, top of the key, Burns now. Here we go. St. Louis, top of the key, right side baseline jump shot put up, falls for number 44, Scott Benson.
Scott Benson.
Basket by Scott Benson.
32 on the right side, that's Kevin Johnson working the perimeter, driving the hoop. Number 22, the shot put up. It will be Danville ball. Kevin Carlton working the ball to the center as he drove the lane. Nothing there. Ball knocked out of bounds. 18:26 to go in the first half. That's something else we got to get used to a little bit, Ron. They mark these off in halves. When I first walked in here, I said, holy smokes. Also with the shot clock.
Right, shot clock down to 33 seconds as Danville inbounded.
Habernicht inbounds pass comes, called for traveling, turns the ball over, will go to St. Louis.
Last two possessions turned the ball over. Leading in this ball game 4-0 with just about 18 minutes to go. First half.
Ball taken away by Danville. Here they come across the timeline. Comes number 22, quickly working it around. That's Kevin Carlton. Shot put up from the free throw line. Off the side of the rim, does not go. Working for that board. The big man, Jock Burns, could not get a handle on it. Knocked out of bounds. Will be taken over by St. Louis. Here comes Meremac. Inbounds pass comes to number 12, Sharon Rives, the sophomore, 6'2" from St. Louis. Rives across the timeline. Tough defense there by Danville. Now Rives working on the left side, still way out front at the point. Passes off, goes on the right side, 42. That's our mystery man. We're going to try to figure out who he is, Ron. Top of the key, back out to Rives. Nothing there. Pulls out. Tough defense. You can see the Jaguars staying right with him. 17:47 to go. 4-0 the score in favor of the Jags. Driving on the left side, nothing there. Going back door, trying to make a move on the big man, Jock Burns. Just doesn't work for St. Louis. I don't think they're going to move him around too much, Ron.
Well, they certainly are.
44, Jock Burns, first personal, team third.
Several passes and work the baselines very strongly before they attempt the shot.
Inbound pass stolen by Kevin Carlton, taken by the Jags. Pass off, layup up and good, number 34, and that will work.
That's good by Habernicht.
I hope we pronounced that right. As Danville turning up their intensity in the half-court defense, taking the steal off the out-of-bounds and scoring to make the score 4-2 in favor of St. Louis.
Working the perimeter on the left side, pass off the hands of number 32, Eric Lytle, so St. Louis turns it over. Danville will get the ball back.
Well, there's their second straight turnover as Danville has picked up the intensity of their defense, moving out of the circle, more up to half-court as number 22, Kevin Carlton, brings the ball down, moving to the right side for the Danville team.
Johnson pass off on the right side. Nothing there. Working around. Laster now top of the key. Back out to 32. Johnson. Johnson, the sophomore, looking to the top. Drives the middle. Nothing there. Knocked away from behind. He gets the ball back. Johnson back to the lane. Pass in underneath. Turn around. Shot put up. And the shot good for number 30. Oh, what a move. Chuck Laster. Turnaround jump shot run underneath the lane. And he was fouled and still made the shot.
I'll tell you, great penetration in there by Kevin Johnson, number 32, as he got into the lane. He saw that he couldn't get the shot off. And he laid that real soft bounce pass right underneath the defense. After he head faked him, Kurt had him all in the air. He drops the ball off underneath.
That will send Laster to the charity stripe. 16:52 to go in the first half. We've got a tie ball game. No, it goes up now 5-4. Here comes St. Louis now. The Warriors across the timeline. Top of the key. That's number 12 working around. 42, excuse me. It's going to be wild to figure these guys out.
Certainly is. Danville again starting in a double stack, a high double stack, trying to pick and roll, and they do this time pick and roll to the basket. 32, Eric Lytle to make the score 6-5 in favor of St. Louis. Nice pick and roll fundamental.
Shot clock rolling, 32 across the timeline. Here comes Danville. Kevin Johnson working on the right side. Foul called. It will go against our mystery man, number 42, for the Warriors. Still not in a shooting situation. 16:29 to go in the first half. Well, you know, this press area, this is probably one of the... They've got baskets in front of each clock. And not only do they have the numbers wrong on the score sheets, but the baskets are in front of the clock.
Kurt, you're too used to that small Lakers, Jim.
That's it. We get into these big things, I'll tell you.
Danville working the ball in the perimeter again. Back to Johnson. Top of the key. Moves into the free throw line. Fakes. Head fakes again. Double. Goes up. Scores it off the glass. They'll count it. And he was fouled again. Defense. Great penetration. Inside the free throw line. Double pump again. That's
concentration by Johnson. I'm telling you. He kept his eye on the basket. Run all the way up. Followed the shot up. And put the team from Danville on top by one. 7-6 to score. 16:10 to go in the first half.
Both teams that seem to be real ball control teams working the ball a number of passes before they attempt a shot. There hasn't been any fast breaking, nothing coming off the boards real quick, like we saw in the first game against Levanzi and more.
Robinson top of the key for St. Louis. Pass in underneath. Goes to number 40. Nothing there for Montaden. Looking underneath. Ball knocked out of bounds. A tough defensive move. Goes number 22. Boy, the Jags are hot on defense. Carlton had a hand on it. Knocked it out of bounds.
The Jaguars they moved their defense up to half court a little stronger here after the first couple possessions by St. Louis. St. Louis inbounds under their own basket.
Scott Benson will throw the inbounds for St. Louis. Goes out top of the key, working it around. Nothing there. Number 40. That's Dave Montaden. St. Louis just working that perimeter. Warriors not rushing it. Anything in the half circle. Now turnaround jump shot. Baseline. Oh, number 32, Eric Lytle. Good for two.
Eric Lytle, 6'5", 170-pound freshman from St. Louis, Missouri. And getting the last two baskets for St. Louis. Very strong, very quick ball player inside.
The Warriors take the lead by one, 8-7. The score, 15:35 to go in the first half. Here come the Jags now, working the perimeter. Nothing there, just looking around. Laster now, top of the key, goes to number 32, working it out front, Kevin Johnson. Johnson at the point, looks off on the right side. Making a move, here comes the Jags. Baseline jump shot off the back of the rim, does not fall for Laster. Going for the rebound, knocked out of bounds. Oh, George Habenick, he was saying, oh, I should have had it. I should have went and grabbed that basketball. 15:15 to go in the first half. Warriors on top by one over the Jags, 8-7. Here comes St. Louis across the timeline. Pass goes to number 42, working it out front, Robinson. Robinson on the left side, nothing going. Back out front, around the half circle. 44, that's Benson. Benson pulling up in three-point range. Nothing there, now drives the lane. The layup put up, does not fall. Tough defense there around by the Jags as they got a hand in his face and enough to make him miss the shot.
Boy, they closed off that lane when he penetrated, and there we have a foul on number 12 for St. Louis, Sharon Rive, against number 34 for the Jaguars.
Inbounds pass will come from number 30, Chuck Laster, with 14:57 to go in the first half. If we, I hope we don't sound a little bit too stupid. We're trying to figure all this out right now. At least to me.
Not a mismatch number.
Here come the Jags. Now top of the key. That's number 32 working around Johnson. Pass in now to the free throw line. Nothing at the charity stripe. Number 52 turning the shot around. Shot put up underneath. Does not fall for the Jags. Now working for the rebound. Taken by Danville. Second pass. Shot put up underneath. Does not fall for Laster, but the foul is drawn and called.
Do we have a number 52? Who's that?
Number 2 for Danville is Matt Cap.
That will work. 14:34, 14:39 to go in the first half. Score is still at 8-7, 1-point ball game in favor of the Warriors.
Really interesting styles, Kurt. In the first game, as we were watching and preparing, of course, very fast, up and down, very aggressive full-court basketball. And here we have two teams with the same style. We've got 14:39 to go in the first half, some 6 minutes gone, and we're tied at 8. Simply because of the styles of both basketball teams, Kurt.
Laster's second free throw up and good. Puts the Jags on top by 1, 9-8 to score, 14:30 to go in the first half. Here come the Warriors across the timeline, working it around. Number 42, nothing there for Robinson. Pass off out front, top of the key to Michael Vogt. Three-point shot put up, does not fall. Not even close for the Warriors. Number 12, Sharon Reeves. Here comes Danville across the timeline. 32 working around. That's Johnson. Johnson takes it all the way. Baseline jump shot does not fall. Second follow-up shot up and good. Well, there is intensity, Ron. Johnson stayed with the shot again, and he got it on the rebound.
I'll tell you, he has been played very strongly here. 3 buckets for him and some good passes. He's really running the show, controlling the tempo for Danville.
Sharon Reeves, top of the key, does not work. Passing around the right side goes to Robinson. Robinson takes it around the half circle. Now back out front to Michael Vogt.
This high double stack offense St. Louis is running is really a stall type offense as they try and take some 25, 30 seconds off the clock before they score.
Ball stolen by the Jags. Turn around, and the slam falls for number 30. Chuck Laster, the 6'4" sophomore.
Indiana, 6'4", 200 pounds, and he made that look easy as the Danville defense forced another turnover by St. Louis.
13:20 to go in the first half. 13-8 to score in favor of the Jaguars. Ball knocked out of bounds. St. Louis will get the ball back.
Coming in the game, Claudius Garland, freshman, 6 foot, 155 pounder from Indianapolis. For Danville, replacing number 32, of course, Johnson. For 7 minutes for Danville.
Inbounds pass will come from Michael Vogt. Pass goes to 42, quickly out to Robinson. Robinson looking baseline, nothing there, now drives out front. Pass off, goes to number 12, Sharon Reeves. Drives at top of the key. Looking off on the right side, drive, goes back out to Vogt. Vogt pulls up, calling out the offense, top of the key, out to number 32, to Lytle. Just keep working that half circle. The shot put up does not fall for 42, Robinson. Warriors get the rebound, take it back out front, will set up again.
12 patiently, they enjoy taking 30 seconds off the clock before attempting the shot.
And here's a steal breakaway, number 22, CARLTON, layup good for the Jaguars.
Stood in front of the outside passing, stalling type offense, stripped it away. That's the 4th straight turnover, and Danville Jaguars has jumped up 15-8.
12:47 to go in the first half on that timeout. The score 15-8 in favor of the Jaguars. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back after this. Okay, we got 30 seconds. Yeah, 44. Welcome back to the NJCAA Delta College National Basketball Tourney Division II. St. Louis Community College Meremac. The Warriors taking on the Danville Area Community College Jaguars. Back in action, the score 15-8 in favor of the Jaguars. 12:47, Ron, to go in the first half.
Number 42, Severin GURNELL, sophomore from Indianapolis, Indiana, in the lineup for the Jaguars now. Jaguars, St. Louis going to take it out at the far end. The Jaguars have moved their defense up even further. Looks like they're going to pick them up about 3/4 court and ride down that man-to-man defense on them.
Sharon Reeves brings it across the center line. 42, pass off on the left side. Now Robinson, top of the key. Robinson trying to make a move. Nothing there as he's cut off by Claudius Garland. Tough defense by Danville. Here come the Warriors now at the free throw line. Turnaround jump shot put up for 32. Eric Lytle. Oh, what a free throw shoot.
I'll tell you, Eric Lytle, that's his third basket, and right now, from what we've seen for St. Louis, the Danville Jaguars must stop Lytle.
Jaguars shot put up does not fall for number 42. Up in the green, off the paint. Rebound, knocked out of bounds. 12-16 to go in the first half. 15 to 10 to score in favor of the Jaguars.
Going to the line, Matt.
Number 10, Mitch Bolt, first personal, team 6.
Right sophomore, 6'7" from Indianapolis. In on that rebound. Followed on
On the line for Danville, Matt Kattman.
Leading 15 to 10, and we can tell, as we said, Kurt, that both teams, their style is very conservative. Will certainly probably be in a very low-scoring game as it progresses.
I'm kind of wondering, Ron, if they're changing their shirts deliberately on us, huh? Take that guess?
They knew you were new.
I know that's got to be it.
Free throw attempt up by Matt Kattman is missed. 12-16 to go in the first half, as we mentioned. Second attempt up, and it's missed also. Rebounded by St. Louis, and they'll bring the ball up the court with the number 10, Michael Voigt, handling the ball at the point.
Voigt, top of the key, now brings it across the timeline. 12 minutes to go in the first half. 15 to 10 the score. Warriors knocking it around, just having a little trouble with ball control. Now back around the half circle. Vaught on the left side, looks underneath, looking baseline to Lytle. Lytle turnaround jump shot does not go. And Chuck Laster, I'll tell you what, he powered that board, Ron, going up for the basket, and he was fouled.
He certainly was. Shane Chappell, excuse me, freshman 6'4" from Troy.
Number 52, Shane Chappell, first personal, team 7.
The 1-and-1 yet, of course, as we know in college, Kurt, it's after the seventh foul, so on the seventh foul, so we won't be approaching that for a while yet, as Danville will move it up the court. Yeah, I guess we do have 1-1 situation.
Well, he's got him on. That'll be number 30 to the line, Chuck Laster. Also into the game, number 52, Matt Kattman. 11:59 to go in the first half.
For Danville.
They got a pretty good crowd here for an afternoon game up in the area on a Thursday afternoon. The weather outside just beautiful. Laster to the line. The shot put up. It falls. 16 to 10 the score in favor of the Jaguars. Well, Ron, it might take a run like this. We'll see if Danville can keep the pressure going. Been doing a great job on defense. They've had 2 or 3 steals in a row. Second shot put up. Did you see how fast Laster moves off the line and goes right for the board, Ron?
Danville definitely quicker on defense, and their 4 turnovers that they've caused, they've scored on all 4 of those. Of course, that's the percentage you wish to have.
Here come the Warriors working that perimeter. Goes to the money man, Lytle on the left side. Nothing there now. Driving the lane goes number 44, Benson. The ball knocked away. Taken by the Jaguars. Driving alone. The one-on-one layup up and good. Number 20 cans it for Danville, Claudius Garland.
Great pressure there, defensive pressure by Danville. Again, fundamentally, their stances, their movement, their switching defense look so fundamentally strong, and the reason that they're ahead.
And the pass put up, almost knocked away. It was kind of a mixed-up play there, but Reg got the shot, or the pass off, and the shot put up and falls for Benson.
Great backdoor move there. Capel cut backdoor, got a great pass for the layup there against the pressing defense of the Jaguars, and that's how you have to attack it. You've got to beat them backdoor.
Danville on top by 6, 18 to 12 the score, 10:57 to go. Here come the Jaguars, now working the perimeter, top of the key. Claudius Garland. Garland calls out the offense, now goes on the left side, out at the front at the point. 52 working at Kattman. Now look at taken away by the Warriors. Here come the Warriors across the timeline. Shot put up, 3-pointer from way out, falls off the back of the rim, does not fall for Rives. Here come the Jaguars, now across the timeline. You know who's looking good? It's Claudius Garland. Working the perimeter, back door, the shot put up. Going again to 30, Chuck Laster. He's been the money man for the Jaguars here. He's powered the boards, offense and defense for the green and white.
Number 44,
They bring in some more substitutes to keep that pressure fresh in there for Danville. We'll get these numbers if we can pick them up. Number 50, Matt Sisley going in the ball game, it looks like.
And also back in, number 44, Jock Burns.
Number 14, if we have that.
Kevin Whiteman.
Kevin Whiteman, okay.
And the shot put up by Laster. Up and good, 19 to 12 the score. 10:30 remaining in the first half. Laster back to the line, shot rolls around, falls in and good.
St. Louis will drop to the zone this last time back. A 3-2 zone trying to take away some of the great passing by Johnson and Laster, and we'll see if Danville can bust that zone with a couple three-pointers there in the future. They certainly are a disciplined team. That's quite evident. I can see why they've beaten some of the good teams in the last part of the season, like Kankakee and so forth.
Here come the Warriors across the timeline, brought across by number 42, Robinson. Robinson at the point, driving on the right side. Nothing there. Tough defense by the Jaguars. Look at the hands move. Just constant movement. Knocked away. Oh, got a hand on it. That was number 50 for Danville. Matt Sisley. We'll even get him credit for a rejection on that. 10-12 to go in the first half. Ball knocked out of bounds. Warriors inbounds pass. It would come from number 44. That's Benson. Benson looking off on the left side now, making a move. 52, Shane Capel. And the foul called underneath. I believe this is going to go against the Danville Jaguars.
Number 44. And what do we have that in the program?
Foul number 44, Jock Burns, second personal, team third.
44 for Danville. That's Jock Burns.
Okay, here we go.
Inbounds pass goes from the Warriors, now working it around perimeter. Nothing there. 42, Robinson. Robinson looking back door. He's cut off. Nothing there. Goes up back out to Shane Capel. Capel shot put up and good for two. 20-14 the score. 9:58 to go in the first half.
Halfway through the first half, the St. Louis has dropped to that 3-2 zone again. We'll see if they can give Danville some problems.
Claudius Garland now working that left side. Boo's up top of the key. Pass off. Goes on the right side. Number 14. Nothing there. Working it around. Just take their time. Oh, no foul called as a 32 Eric Lytle went for the steal.
Lytle's an exciting player for the St. Louis team.
Here come the Warriors. Michael Vaught, top of the key, working it around for Meremac. Oh, knocked out of bounds. Let's see what way the call will go. And the Jags, 44. Jock Burns gets a hand on it. The ball knocked out of bounds, and Burns will also take the bench.
6 turnovers for St. Louis, and as we said, Danville has scored off of every turnover, getting 12 of their 23 off turnovers. That's a credit to the great defense they're playing this afternoon.
9:10 to go in this first half. 23-14 the score in favor of the Jaguars. Here comes Danville working the perimeter, top of the key, number 20, Claudius Garland. Garland passed off left side. Goes to Whiteman. Whiteman pump fake. Pulls up now. He's got to get rid of it. Tough defense there by the Warriors. Looking underneath there was a quick pass. Went by number 20, Garland, looking underneath and traveling the call.
Great pass. Reception in there by number 34, Jake Habernicht. And should have went right up with it after he head faked twice. He got the traveling call. Great pass, great penetration against his own.
8:58 to go in the first half. 23-14 the score. Here come the Warriors across the timeline. 42, top of the key. Nothing there. That's Robinson. Robinson makes a move. Jump. Oh, beautiful jump shot right in the paint. Jump shot falls for two. Good for the Warriors. 23-16 the score. 8:35 to go in the first half. Now at the point, number 20, Claudius Garland works it around, goes to 34. Nothing there for the Jags as they keep working that perimeter. That's Habernicht. Back out front. Danville back to number 20. Claudius Garland. Garland on the right side and back out front to 34. That's Habernicht. Just keep working it. They're very patient here. Three-point jump shot put up top of the key. Does not fall for Whiteman. Fighting for it underneath. Ball knocked out of bounds. Will be a Meremac basketball.
Well, that 3-2 zone with number 32, Lytle, 6'5" at the front of that zone makes it difficult to get perimeter shots off. And they did that time as Kevin Whiteman had to force that three-pointer up.
8 minutes and 8 seconds to go in the first half. 23-16 the score. Here come the Warriors. Warriors bring it across the timeline. Robinson. Robinson pass off to Sharon Rives. 44, that'd be Benson working it around. Benson pulls up. Trap there, looking back door. Whoa, what a play. It was Benson to 42, Jim Robinson.
What a great backdoor play. Against the pressure defense, as we said, of Danville, that is the kind of plays you have to run.
23-18 the score. 7:40 to go in the first half. Here come the Jaguars working it underneath, taken away by the money man, Eric Lytle. Here come the Warriors now. Warriors setting up their offense, working the perimeter. That's 12. Rives, pass in, driving the lane. Nothing there. And
they've given Danville some problems. They cut the lead to 23-19. They tried to force a couple passes inside against the zone, and St. Louis coming up with the ball. 2 straight turnovers for Danville.
Shane Capel trying to get through the lane on the left side. Nothing there, so the Jaguars have the ball back. Here comes Whiteman. Whiteman top of the key. Pass off goes to Garland. Garland now takes the point. Garland making a couple of nice moves to the lane. Nothing there. Now working to the right side. That's 42. See the Jaguars keep moving it around. The shot put up does not fall. Fighting for it underneath. Sisley almost had the handle on it. It's taken by the Warriors. 6:57 to go in the first half.
Worked the ball well around well that time. HABERNICHT